Whoop, whoop. Okay, so we are recording because Rhonda, surprise, surprise, has had another digital hold my beer moment and put some incredible, yes, cheers. Hold on. Cheers. Has put more processes in place for our business. And she feels so much lighter. Like I came into the call, like she's got Taylor Swift playing, we're dancing in here. And it's like, hold up, right? And she wants to move into the recaps of what she's done and things like that, because like that is Rhonda. And I love everything about it. But I was like, hold up, let's record this, because I think these are the little things that a lot of people miss celebrating in their business, right? And it's these little wins that for so much, there's so much pressure that we're carrying forward because it's been on my list. It's been on my list, right? But it's the moment where there is a process that has been meticulously dialed in. And we started recording because I asked Rhonda this question: are you ready to pass the process over to Queenie? And like her smile was electric and could have lit up a room if like we were having smile brand electricity, like hydropower, like smile power. And I was like, okay, let's record this because this is important. It's important to celebrate, but it's also important to slow down enough to realize putting, in my words, this is Cassie Brown talking, not Rhonda, because if you ask Rhonda, systems are sexy, and they are, but there is pain from Cassie Brown associated with slowing down to put systems in place, but they are so worth it because it allows you to step back into your zone of genius and focus and execute on that much of a higher level. So that's what we're talking about today, Miss Rhonda.
It sounds like big and scary, but like even there are like so many things to unpack there. So one of our business philosophies is hold my digital beer. And I think if things take too long, then they become an albatross around your neck. You continue to procrastinate. And when you procrastinate, you make yourself feel bad. And that is just, I mean, I'm using the Lose It app because of Cassie Brown and her amazing transformation. Why do I want to carry any additional weight around with me? We were on a call yesterday with Shannon and just thinking about like what we want to say to like our what is our offer, like what is the thing that we're offering, and really at the heart of it is making your operations easy, making your business simple. And by doing that, the only way to do that is to document a process. Now, I'm going to be honest, I have been carrying this process around with me in my head, trying to work it out for months. And it has like, I've been mad at it. It's kept me behind. It's weighed me down. I'm like, okay, like, you know, I would get down and I would try to start it. And I was like, okay, we're going to get it done now. And something would happen and it just wasn't working for me. And let us just clarify, when we talk about Queenie or when we talk about Heather, we are huge proponents of a small, mighty team and loving up on our team, not overwhelming our team so that we can be all fancy pants. It's not that at all. It's like the core things that need to be done, and that is it. But in order to pass off a process, like if you can't explain like the steps that it takes you to do something, then it's a hot mess. It's a hot mess. You're a hot mess. And so for me, this particular process was one I knew we have gold. We have content gold. Everybody does. These are coaching calls. These are recordings that you have done, probably trainings in your Facebook group and those free groups, all of that free content that you have. That is content gold. And as soon as we started working with Colton, like between Cassie and I, like we honestly, we should never have to record a video again. But the idea is using video to increase that know, like, trust factor. And so this has been a stumbling block for me. And so finally I did it once and I was like, okay. And then I did it again. And when we got on the call today, Taylor Swift was playing and I was sharing that process that I go through. And it's super simple. I mean, do you want me to tell the tools? What do you want me to tell? What do you want me to share?
I just wanted to share the moment to celebrate. And, we can dive into the process if you want to, but it's just one of those things. It's like, what have you been putting off creating a process to? What has been, like what Rhonda said, that monkey and that burden on your back, right? That if we just slot out the time and we book our time with ourselves on our calendar to focus on execution, because she doesn't have to do it every week now. She doesn't have to do it. Like if you're doing a task on a weekly basis, let's just do the math, right? You're doing that task. Well, say you take off 2 weeks, right? You're doing that task 50 times a year. What can we do to simplify the process, right? What can you do to document things? Because we lie to ourselves and saying and thinking, I'm the only one that can do this. And that is not true. So totally up to you. If you want to walk through, we can give an overview, because I don't want people to get lost in the details of the actual process, but it's just the simplicity of, and we've done a ton of talking and sharing about video lately. And it is just because it is such a cornerstone of marketing in our business. It's how we duplicate ourselves. We went all in on YouTube. We shared the behind the scenes, so much so that we were like, holy heck, Rhonda, here's another process that you've created, right? Let's package it for video marketing made easy, right? And so on one hand, I'm almost like, if you're intrigued with this process and you want to know all of Rhonda's secrets, then just go buy Video Marketing Made Easy, because I'm telling you, she's not done coming up with processes yet. She keeps making them better and putting them in there. And everyone in that community, like, it's 100% participation, 100% action. And I'm very proud of that.
Yeah, so it's if we're going to transition into video marketing made easy, I think just really quickly switching the mindset of, oh God, this is another course I'm going to buy. It's not a course, it's not a program. It is almost like a live community implementation. The only way that you learn is through implementing, and we're just 10 steps ahead. You take Colton and the magic of Colton making things super simple, and then you put a process behind that and you put strategy behind that. There is nothing that you can't do. It really makes it like seem effortless. One of our customers in the video that they shared with us was that your energy is incredible, and the energy is from people taking action. The energy is from when I create a process and do it myself several times, and then we do share it with Queenie and Queenie does it. Like, we love up on her. I was like, have I told you you're amazing today? It's so freeing, so that you can focus on the thing that you need to focus on for yourself. And really, there is we don't need to beat that dead horse. There is no better medium than video. And so, yeah, it's not, Video Marketing Made Easy is not a one and done. Video is constantly on a daily basis evolving. Yeah. That's why Video Marketing Made Easy is not just a YouTube course or a TikTok course or an Instagram. It's the beauty of all of it, and being able to rank your YouTube video in 10 minutes or less.
Yeah. So like a little bit of an infomercial there, but I just want to recap what we've talked about today.
Sure.
First and foremost, like, celebrate the heck out of the big and little accomplishments, right? Second, like, what have you been dragging your feet on, right? It possibly, I'm going to say 90% of the time, it could be a process, right? And why haven't you booked the time with yourself, right? And I am talking to Kaci Brown as much as I am talking to everyone who is watching or listening this message and this podcast, because life happens and it fills up our calendar. but freedom lies in the structure that we create when we are able to duplicate ourselves, right? And video is just one way that we duplicate ourselves. Outsourcing it to our small but mighty team is a way that we duplicate ourselves. And even like for further, examples, like in Video Marketing Made Easy, right? The reference points there of all of the questions that everyone asks around video and things like that. So how can you do that in your business? How are you plugging in processes in your business that free up your time and your attention and your energy? Right. And so that's the big question. And then, like, why aren't you celebrating the heck out of how awesome you are? Period. Right. And stop. So Rhonda, do you have anything else to add?
No, the only thing that I would say is the thing that you're carrying around. Yes, we're saying put a process behind it. But one of the questions I also want you to ask yourself, is this something that I really need to be doing? Just because we can does not mean we should do that thing. And there could be another reason that's kind of gnawing at you. You have it on your to-do list. You continue to carry it over day to day, week to week, month to month. Is it because you really should not be making that offer? You should not be doing that thing. It's not something that lights you up. So I think we talk a lot about filters, and that would be the only other filter that I would add. And certainly, like, process the heck out of your business, because there's a quote on my Facebook page: when the systems you own generate more than your expenses, you become financially independent. And what that means, whether it's software or whether it's a small, mighty team, you are not present. For, I don't know, years and years and years in my seasonal event, I felt like I had to be present, literally, and not a mom exaggeration, 12 hours a day for that business to run. And circumstances had it where I could not be present. And guess what? I still generated revenue. And that, in my mind, is when not taking advantage, my people are taken care of, I'm loving on them, they are being rewarded, all of the things, but I don't have to be present anymore. In that moment, magic truly does happen. And that's all we want for you guys, because if it's a 3-day work week, it's a 4-day work week, whatever that is for you, we want to help you get there.
Amen, sister. So thanks for spending some time with us. Thanks for listening to, our little soapboxes, our rants, all of the fun stuff that we get to share with you guys. We appreciate you. We see you. We know the journey is hard and not easy, and we are more than grateful and humbled to walk beside you. Hope you have a great day.
Take care.